Alright, welcome to the next part of today's episode of Art Time. Today we're going to be coloring in, and of course shading and texturing in all of these demons over here. So with that being said, if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, and of course subscribe for more. So, now let's get right into it, shall we? Now, yes, there's going into the demon coloring portion. I have not really too much to talk about at the moment, so I'm sure I can come up with something. But, yeah. We are going on ahead and just going right into it. Just making another part, because, why not? I should be able to get this done with today. I see no reason for me to not be able to get this done with, Also, since I'm going to be using that name, apparently, I might as well copy it. Oh yeah, I forgot about this tidbit. I need to make the skull surrounding this thing's skull here. Kind of important to have that all be a darker skull point, instead of it just being like complete nothingness. Even though, I guess, technically, it doesn't really matter too much. But still, good to have, Not really sure. There's just like not much I could talk about right now, really. I guess we just go into it, and if we think about something, we think about something, We're going to be making the next set of Minecraft videos. There is that. We're going to be going more into the foundation again. And man, that foundation's taking a while to get done with, though, I must say. Like, way longer than, I expected. Although I guess, technically, it is a big project that we are doing. We're building a freaking city, for crying out loud. Or a town, I don't know what. We'll see what we'll call it when the thing is done. But as it stands right now, we got ourselves, good progress going. And we've, by the time this comes out, it's, the episode's already out. So, yes, we will have already expanded the entirety of that instance. Man, I got more ideas, and now it's just an even bigger project that we have to, undergo. Which is fun, I guess. It's, gonna give us a big city. It's gonna look cool. Are the villagers gonna actually be able to utilize it? I don't know, we'll find out. I'm sure if we get, all the villagers, occupying every single house, yeah, we could potentially get ourselves a huge village. Gotta, move them over to, certain buildings, having them occupy, certain spaces in the houses. Making sure some of the houses kind of, hold at least 2 villagers per. I mean, yeah, that is, it's a lot of villagers. A lot of villagers that we are planning on trying to get into this here ginormous structure. Wait, hold on, that's an R, not an H. But, yeah, we're doing good progress, despite how long it's taking for us to get to anything substantial. Alright, so the only thing that we use, some of them use something similar, but there are other swatches here that I saved before. The only thing that uses these 2 particular things now is the Bone Dragon. Oops, not Bone Dragon. There we go. And let's save that. Yes, the Bone Dragon. Also, this was supposed to technically be a part of it, but I guess I wasn't. I got the other parts, using that, but this, for some reason, I don't, so, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, we got some decent progress going on in Minecraft. And we are going to try to keep up this, I guess you would call it, schedule. Whoops. I mean, yeah, we are trying to keep up with 2 episodes a week. And every Friday we do 2-hour-long episodes. Even if that means that, you know, the amount of time it takes to get certain things done with in Minecraft is even longer now because of all these episodes. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Because it's good to have a long-going series. A long-running series, as I say. Jesus Christ, I can't speak today. It's good to have a long-running series. For you will be able to keep it going for a while, which is great to have. Right, Cat? She agrees, I think. Nudge. If only you would go closer so the camera can see you nudge. Alright, anyways. Yeah. We've got ourselves quite a hefty project, but one that we will be seeing through to the end. Okay, wait a minute, where are you? Oh. I guess technically speaking, that doesn't really matter what that is. Yeah. We're getting closer and closer to, you know, the Game Crafter series, which I can't wait. That is going to be fun and frustrating as well for, you know, a few things. I did get a little bit more knowledge in for my, you know, little Unity knowledge, C# knowledge, whatever you want to call it. Where I learned how to have a thing follow a certain thing. And I also learned how to have things create certain things. And boy, let me tell you, it was a pain in the ass trying to find the right freaking video that I needed for the exact thing that I wanted to make. Oh, shoot. I was trying to have things shooting out of a certain thing for this particular object inside of Paint Maze. But the first tutorial I looked at showed me how to create it, which is something I did need. But it also didn't show me how to create it onto the thing that it needed to create on. So, and spent some time trying to freaking find some more of that. Eventually I figured out what it was, X. Which was really just as simple as, what was it? Transform.position. Because, you know, the thing, you have to have the script where that's going to be shooting the thing out of, and you have to have like certain things in that like position that allows for you to you know, shoot it out. I guess I could put this into the 2 section. Like say if you're making a gun and you want to shoot something out of it, and you want it to come out of that one particular spot, you need to have an empty spot, and you need to have your gun logic there, even though technically speaking the game that I'm going to be making in this department, it's going to be an infinitely shooting laser beam, which can be toggled on and off, depending on whether or not the player is within a very specific location. And that location is classified for now. By the time the Game Crafter series starts up, and we go on ahead and start getting all the gameplay objects in, then you know, we'll be set. I think I got everything I need for the gameplay stuff. I need to get the basic understanding of ray tracing for one particular thing. Then after that, I need to figure out how to teleport things to certain things. And have things teleport to, or things teleport other things to it by like the tags that it's associated with. And alongside that, we need to figure out how to make like the camera follow the player. We still need to figure out how to make a pause menu though. I saw something on the video department and found out that you can like freeze the game. That's the one thing that like Dreams like was missing, was an in-game pause mechanic that you can make for your games. So now I gotta try to figure it, because he only showed you how to like do the pause like instance, like it froze the game. It had the runtime for the game be 0, which I'm assuming makes it so that all the coding stop where it is exactly, so Coroutine does its thing. I assume. But I'm sure there's more to it, and from the comments that I read on that video, it did not help many people, so I will have to look for more videos. Because I didn't, like, I was looking at it in bed, so I didn't have, like, Unity open to, like, test it out myself and see how it worked. Or if it was if it was the thing that I was looking for. Because I want to try to have it set up as, like, using Unity's own, like, pause setup, or things that make it so that you can have it be a pause setup instead of it being all like, hey, if this variable pause is equal to that, and everything freezes. If there's something that freezes things in place and allows for me to, do things properly. Oh, I pressed Control B again. There goes another public building blown up. Ah, shit. Was that... I forgot what episode that was. Oh, God. That sucks that was in the Cadillac episode, because that means that none of you get the fucking reference, and now I'm angry. I am angry that none of you get the reference. Where when you press up Control B, you blow up a public building. And then there was the whole... what was it called again? Control B roulette? I don't even remember what it was. That better have been in a different Art Time video. Or maybe no, they had to have been an Art Time video, because Minecraft didn't make any sense for it to be there. That better have been in, like, the Art Time video episode before Cadillac, because, man, that was pretty freaking funny, and now I'm angry. Oops. Anyways, I'm not gonna go into that. Yeah, the pause menu stuff, I'm still trying to figure out, like, there's many things. There's so many things that I need to learn. One of which being a, what's the word I'm looking for? Save states and whatnot. Not like save states, like, save your spot, reload, and I'm talking about like a save file, kind of. Yeah, that, save file. Something seems off about this Watcher's head, and I didn't, or Shadow Watcher's head. That's probably why it looks a bit out more, when it should be more so like an actual dragon's snout. Somewhat like that, yeah, that'll work. Just gotta fix other things that were messed up because of this thing's movement, but that's easy enough. Anyways, as I was saying before, yeah, I still need to learn how to do the save state stuff, which I'm sure is probably easy. I just gotta find the right video, one that doesn't make things needlessly complicated. I'm sure there's something, right? There's gotta be something. It wouldn't make any sense if there wasn't anything that was, like, intuitive and actually made sense to, like, utilize without... Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I forgot that tidbit. But we'll figure out when... Because we don't have to worry about that just yet. This is not going to go down until we get, like, the start menu stuff started, of course. Whoops, I opened up Reaper Studio. Didn't mean to do that. Whoops. Well, luckily you guys can't see that, but now I gotta wait for this to do its thing and then close it. Also, why am I looking there? No. Also, yes, of course. You're saying I've been evaluating it for 8 days, but I have not. Oh, I can't. There we go. I wonder if you can hear this. Hold on. I just made this funny little... It's nothing. I just tested it out. And let me see if you can hear this. It was probably pretty low. Just messed around with it, why not? Good to try to get, knowledge when it comes to using a new studio system. You see, unlike Dreams, we had to download the instruments for this. Spitfire Labs, I think it was called. Yes, that. I'm hoping that, it's like free instruments that's been given out for you to use. I'm hoping I can use it in my games that... I'm not sure how much I want Paint Maze to cost. Probably $20. $20 seems like a good number for the amount of effort and... Oh, oops, I gotta turn that off now. Also, let me just make sure everything is... See, I don't know if you can... Because you can't hear, the window. The Windows capture doesn't have the audio stuff. But surely you could have heard it through the mic, right? It was 16 minutes in. I'm probably not going to remember. But surely you could hear it through the mic. Just a little something. Nothing special. Just messing around with a few instruments there and trying stuff out. It's not too bad, but not really good. Oh, I pressed Control B again. There goes another public building. Man, I really hope that was in a video that, is out and people can watch. And not in the ether where nobody will ever see it. Not even the Void Demons. Okay, we're on P. I was trying so hard to remember what the hell number I was on. But, yeah. We were getting some good old knowledge in on Reaper Studio. I don't think I'm going to stick with Reaper Studio. I'm getting a hang of it. I mean, it makes sense. Sound effects, you got to make your own sound effects or download a source. Which is, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Nerve-wracking sometimes. Making your own sound effects. And the best that I can do, because I have no knowledge when it comes to making sound effects, is just making mouth noises. For example, or and just changing the pitch and all that to make it sound like or something like that. Or maybe something like the wallet. I don't know. Something that sounds like a crate moving across a floor. Wait, am I on R? I don't remember what I was on. I think I'm on V, actually. Hold on. But, yeah, it's gonna be fun. I guess, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, it's a start. It's a start learning how to make our own sound effects, learning what we can with sound effects. It's not going to be great, by all things, whatever the word is. When all is said and done, it gets the job done. It is what we want to get. That is the setup we want, right? So I say, yeah, sure, why the hell not? The only thing that we really needed samples of is instrumental stuff, but really it's just as simple as just assuming that I have to pay for a license to make money off of the Spitfire Labs instruments, which I'm fine with doing if it means that I can have my game out there and people can enjoy it, and then I get money from those games and whatnot. Also, I forgot what those were supposed to be. I think these were supposed to be, I don't know, the same color as the bones, just changed due to the, what do you call it? But, yeah, that one makes sense. License out the ability to utilize those instruments. You're making your own soundtrack. You just are, buying the, ability to make money off of that music you're making. Which I would really have to do some research in that department. email them and ask them if it's, like, what's the protocol there. And if they say it's okay, then it's okay. Maybe I'll shoot them a dono for helping me, getting to the point where I can make this stuff. We'll see how well, Paint Maze does in the near future, which I have no idea when that's going to occur. Like, seriously, I don't know when. I mean, I'm looking at, like, all of the time it's going to take into making the gameplay stuff, and I'd say maybe at tops 3 weeks, question mark? Obviously, I need to spend some time, like, testing some things. Also getting some super secret, little instances in here, which is, there's only really, like, one. But aside from making the gameplay stuff, and then making the menu stuff, which is probably going to take another few weeks, the main meat of Paint Maze is the world map system and all the levels that we have to make. In other words, that's really the entirety of Paint Maze, the game, this particular season, season. If we want to count, you know, games being different seasons and whatnot. That's essentially the entirety of the first season of Game Crafters. It's just us building the game, the world map, and all the levels. Maybe not all the levels. We'll see what occurs in that department. LM. I mean, it is up in the air, like, how long it is going to actually take for me to do most of the things that I need to do. I honestly don't know. Let's see, this should be above that. Shadow Stealer 1. I'm thinking in my head that it's probably going to take like 5 to 10 minutes to create the one grid prefab of the, what do you call it? Yeah, the one grid for the world map, which is 25 by 25 block space, and however, like from 0 all the way up to however high that particular block space is going to be. It is a rather mysterious time frame. At the very least with the game stuff, I can guesstimate how long it'll take, how many episodes it'll take to get that done with. Might take more. But when it comes to the full meat of the game, see, that's just the one thing I don't really know. Could be, I don't know, a few months. Could be a year, for all I know. There's a lot to make, and I don't have a lot of time thanks to this stupid job. So hopefully, I can do what needs to be done. And as much as I would like for Paint Maze to just allow me to quit this damn job, I need to make more games in order for me to get to a point where I can be living comfortably, to where I can be like, alright, I don't have to worry about money for a while, but I'm still going to make this game, new game, because can't stop this train from running. No, you can't. I'm going to keep going until I drop dead. Because honestly, what's the fucking point of living if you don't get to create? It's fun to create. And it's upsetting when people's creativities are limited by many things. So yes, that's my stance when it comes to creating and wanting to constantly create. God, like almost every single one of these demons share this. I mean, the Puncture's body is slightly brighter than the Blip heads, but still. Alright, perfect. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I said I was going to remake, what do you call it? Whoops, I forgot to have you included. Which I guess I should technically do, even though technically it doesn't matter too much. Well, because of things like that, it doesn't matter. What about you? Oh yeah, because of that. The interior being like that. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Because of the way your head looks, with that being open for some reason. Yeah, it's gotta be like that. Anyways, yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for Game Crafters to start up. And I told you this already in the previous episode, because we are working Saturday again, and it's now fully cemented on the board. Hopefully I can get it signed off, but that's unlikely. But, you know what? For Game Crafters' sake, I'm willing to take a point this Saturday. Because this is more important. This is what I want to do for a living. Not this stupid job that I'm currently in right now, no. I want to do this for a living. Can you blame me? When it comes to drawing, creating, even in Minecraft, just building something that, like, isn't really going to have a purpose, other than just being like, hey, look at what I build, everybody, on YouTube. All the Void Demons. Which, by the way, the Void Demons are pretty upset about that one episode with Eggman being excited for shrooms. You see, somehow it has 51 views. I don't know what happened there. I still don't understand what happened. YouTube doesn't tell me that this is bots and whatnot. I don't know. We got 23 here. We got 14 on August 11th. We got 18 on August 16th. I don't know where the hell those 18 views came from. I have no idea at all. That was way back in... Yeah, I still understand. It's 031. I don't know why. Like, why is it... It's gotta be bots. But, yeah, the Void Demons are pretty upset. Not these Void Demons, the other Void Demons are pretty upset about the fact that these bots are trying to take over. Did I ever tell you about the war against the Void Demons and the robots? It's a story that YouTube creators would not tell you. You see, these Void Demons, they thrive off of people who have no subscriber base whatsoever. And, you know, when those views start to come up, they get kicked out. And those Void Demons, let me tell you, they're not happy about it. You see, these Void Demons, they want this content. Because everybody out there who's these big name, the only content that, you know, is considered good has been taken over by people. And the only place that they can reside in the safety of their own little viewing content pleasure, before I forget my beverage to drink. Ow. I got either shocked or there was a sharp bit on the can. Either way. Oh. Anyways, called it the Light Demon. Anywho's in wits, the only place that the Void Demons could reside in, watch content in peace, was those who were starting out on YouTube. And it wasn't that much. Because those who start on YouTube usually give up because they don't see a lot of views and whatnot. But every now and again, there's a stubborn YouTuber who should in all actuality quit, or refuses to quit. Because why the fuck not? And that, my friends, is where these Void Demons find their refuge. But when bots decide to take advantage of the low YouTuber, and to try to do whatever the hell bots are supposed to be doing, the Void Demons, they slowly get kicked out of some videos. Because the bots are like, get out, this is our turf now, son. And the Void Demons, they're pretty upset. And the worst thing is, they can't do anything about it. They cannot stop the dreaded bots. Almost forgot what we were talking about for a second. And so, these bots and void demons are constantly at war with each other. Also, let me check. Good, microphone is still on. I tell you, the void demons are pretty upset that OBS decided to programs. The bots are trying to silence me, so the void demons don't get the things that they want to see. Not bad. Light that be. I'm gonna make more lights here. Oh yeah, I probably should have. Whatever. So, yes. When those bots come rolling around, we did get one genuine comment though. Nice work. I think it was. I think the name of the thing was. Let me look at notifications if it's still there or it don't load. Yes, awesome video. Keep up the good work from somebody named Zovo TV. Then we got Jake C commenting the music symbols and then promos them. Look, bro, I already got bots for some reason who seem to enjoy Eggman being excited for shrooms. I don't need any more bots. I like my void demons. They, they do their thing. Yeah, this is a strange looking demon. Different demon. Not the other void demons, don't you worry. Anyways, yeah. Whoops, I need you to do this. Do I want that to be that, or do I want that to be this? There we go. Now it's more centralized. Look at that. These are strange demons that just float around looking like lanterns. Which I didn't realize this at first when I was outlining them, but they do look like Chinese lanterns. Cool. You know what, actually that's a pretty good, I'll just call it a lantern demon for now. But I'm gonna figure out a name for it at some point. Anyways, where was I? Ah yes, the void demons up against the bots. Well, we kind of talked about everything we need to talk about. So, you're probably wondering what the fuck this demon is, and I was like, I don't know what the hell I'm making here. I'm just gonna go about making some things here and there. And then that thing came to be. It is definitely a strange demon, but it kind of matches the environment that it originates. That's for certain. I just gotta try. I do like that color for like most of it, so I just gotta figure out what this needs to be. That kind of works. I don't know what these are. Blood sacks with an X, or I don't know. Like, is it sack or sack? Because I've seen spellings, but it's like, yeah, a sack is for plants and animals, right? What? And a sack is for a sandwich. Oh, sandwich sack, right. I was about to say, what the fuck kind of sandwich you making with sacks? What kind of sack sandwich you making? No, it's just, baggies. Right, the baggies and whatnot. Yeah, there's the blood sacks. This is the, bone strands. This is a very strange demon. It is one that looks very visceral. That should probably be less brown, grayish brown, orange, yellow, whatever the color is, and more red. That seems about right. Now we just got strands, or I should probably call flesh strands. It's weird that this strange, bloody thing is able to survive within, like, the void's gases. Like, just because it's in an area like this doesn't necessarily mean that it's, you know, safe from the void gases. You see, the void gases are kind of their own thing. Going all around the void, doing their thing. No matter where you go, there's always void gas doing their thing. They will permeate within all the other areas. You will always be coming across those void gas. So, clearly, this Strands demon, whatever I'm going to call it when it's time for me to draw it fully, despite its organic nature, similar to like how that thing, being organic shadow, survived from the void gas, despite its organic nature, is able to survive here. Well, also we got these organic looking stuff too, so maybe it's just made out of this stuff. It's born from whatever this stuff is. Which is a very visceral looking substance. And it only took like a little over half an hour. Oops, I don't want to bring that up yet. Pretty good tongue, all things consists, hold on a second, right, oh wait, no, that's bones, never mind, I thought I screwed up there, no, I didn't screw up. That's its ribs that I'm looking at. Although I might have screwed up here, but that's just, yeah, I can just do that. Well, actually, no, technically I can't, hold on, I got an idea. Well, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's fine. Alright, anyways, yeah. Void gas is a very dangerous thing for, like, most organic beings. Some organic beings seem to have an immunity towards it. Others, not so much. I mean, if you're a demon in the void, chances are you can definitely survive the void gases. As a matter of fact, you need the void gas to survive. We only have one instance, being the Bliss from the Sky Shoal. Oh, wait a minute. Right, that's what that was, right? Forgot about that tidbit. That's, at the moment, the only demon that we have right now that can survive the void gases, who's not a part of the void. And I guess the same kind of applies to those purple trees scattered throughout many of the islands. But you also gotta keep in mind it's a tree. Although, that's not really a good excuse because we have drawn a mushroom demon before that literally is just a mushroom that causes you to form blood clots when you eat it. So, yeah. Although if we were to do that, we'd have to name all of the plants and give them all purposes and draw them. Which I guess is actually a thing we could do for the others folder. I don't know, maybe. That's an option for us. We can do that. Probably not in the next limitation period. Our main focus in the demon realm right now is to try to get the rest of the demons done with. That's going to poke. Cat's belly was exposed, had to poke it, you know how it is. Don't give me that look. I gotta get the other demons drawn and done with first. And then the other demons that I did in the recreations of these regions over here, I gotta get those done with as well. Blood Ocean's got 4 and everything else got 2. Although the only reason the Blood Ocean got 4 is because mostly every single freaking demon I have in that area is restricted to certain areas. I even forgot that Lurker demon was like only located near mostly the surface. And the fact that a large majority of the landscape was like far vast deep below everything. Although I do like the idea of some landscapes that are like on the deepest part of the ocean, just for some reason brought up into close to the surface, to where now all of the areas within the Blood Ocean that, you know, you would think that, oh, I shouldn't have to worry about it, but like playing for some reason Subnautica-esque instance in the Blood Ocean, where it's like a crater and it's just like deep precipice of nothingness going down all the way to where there used to be like where the land that you're on exploring, gathering materials used to be. And of course, you go to the crater's edge, then you'll come across all of the big demons that you will come across. You thought the freaking crater's edge in Subnautica was scary? You haven't seen the depths, the deepest depths of the Blood Ocean. or just the depths in general. Like, there would probably be just, I mean, yeah, there are giant sea creature-like demons in there. The Lurker is definitely one. As a matter of fact, hold on, I'm going to open up that Lurker drawing, if I can remember where the hell that was. God, how long ago was that? There's the blind rodent. I don't see L here. It has to be around here somewhere. Maybe 36. God, I don't remember. I wish there was a search function in the freaking opening of this goddamn thing. I think I might have showed you it before. Is it in 30? No, I already looked at 38. 39? Ah, here it is. The Lurker, everybody. Oh boy, look at the size of that thing. It's got a very small mouth, but man, oh man, is that thing huge as hell. Oh hey, look, there's a young child serpent. And I think that's a piece of flood shark right there. Oh, and look, there's that person's head. Yep, the Lurker. Very terrifying. Part of me would like to try to make a Subnautica-esque game that takes place within the Blood Ocean. Like, there's so many games I can, like, make from the Demon Realm. I told you this one idea where there's the Metroidvania-esque game, literally like a soldier who's stuck within the Demon Realm, and you, like, locate materials and whatnot, and fight big demons that are killable. Obviously not the ones that aren't killable by normal means, because then that's not a boss fight, that's just a massacre. That's just a Dark Souls boss with an impossible... where a Dark Souls boss that nobody, not even the most veteran of Dark Souls players, was able to beat. Health pool so large and regenerates so high that you need to have the most broken-ass build to be able to, like, have a chance to even get some of it down. But even then, it'll just enter the second phase with all of its health regenerate, and now it's more dangerous, and you just die instantly kind of deal. That's what I would imagine most of the more unkillable demons, at least through normal means that us humans are capable of getting and reaching to. Like, not even a nuke would take them down. Some of them probably would get, like, felled by a nuke, but others, they would probably thrive off of it. Like, yeah, most of the fire-type... I think most of the Hellscape demons would probably be immune to the nukes. I mean, they reside within an area filled with lava. I would say, like, the only thing that could possibly, like, harm them is radiation. But even then, like, with demon biology and all that crap, there's a chance that they just mutate off of the radiation, and it doesn't kill them, it just makes them 10 times stronger and probably even make them 100 times bigger. There'll be more than just a flesh giant roaming around a hellscape if we nuke that place. Headworms the size of a freaking castle. Man, that would be terrifying. Most of the demons here do not have the same, strength and luxury as most other demons do. Not all of them are invincible, obviously. It's not like a case where every single demon in the demon realm are invincible beings. There are invincible demons who are, like, very difficult to beat. Like, I guess the best example we have being the Void Eater, considering the fact that he is literally the size of our solar system, but bigger. I forgot how big I made him exactly. All I know is that he's bigger than the solar system. Not even Goku can take that on. Not even Shaggy at 100% of his power can take on something that size. Like, that is, it goes without saying, a being in its own existence. A being in its own little world that nobody can really touch. And the only way you would really be able to, like, have any form of, like, going up against it is if you were to just break through technology 1 trillion or quadrillion years into the future. Or maybe even figure out Demon Realm technology. And even then, you probably would just scratch it. He'd be like, ugh, not bad. You know what? I'll let you live or something. I'll give you the ability to get out of here or something. Or I don't know. He does, like, speak. He does know how to speak all languages. I mean, he would have to, right? It's a Void Eater. He's, like, the main thing that keeps the demon realm in check. And is, like, keeping track of all the other demons and whatnot. Surely through all the universes and all the languages, both human language and alien language, this demon knows. Melody is another good example. Although I think the main reason why Melody would be considered impossible to kill is because her physical body literally means nothing. You try to do damage to her physical body, it's not going to do you any good, because her physical body is literally just like an apparition. It's the kind of like apparition where it's, it's like the soul. The soul of Melody is, how you say, her main, like, what do you call it? And the only way that anybody can ever beat her is for the Void Dragon to trap her back into the space abyss once more. Deep into the space abyss. Like, she's probably so far into the space abyss that it's basically the amount of, the length in between... Ah, yes. The one end of the entire galaxy, not Milky Way, the entire thing that all the galaxies are located in, from one end to the other. That's essentially where she resides. Trapped, barely able to escape. And it's not even a case of just pure strength. She has godlike powers to be able to essentially just not even go to a universe, like, go to the area where the universe is near, like, entering a network where all universes reside, and literally just, like, have this very eerie, terrifying humming sound where the entire world slowly fades to white, your vision fades white, you blink, you think you see black, no, it's just slowly turning white. And she just somehow manages to grab every single soul in that universe, and now they're being tortured for eternity. Where the only hope of getting saved, is for the Void Eater to catch up to her and trap her ass back into the space abyss, where our souls and our universe would hopefully be restored, because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen if that does happen. Hopefully it doesn't. I said before, I would like the idea of, all of our creations being real in another universe. But with that, you gotta be worried about the demon realm. I mean, in the demon realm, canonically, there are many humans and aliens being abducted and being brought into this place. Into this place right here. Where the only good abduction that you can get is from the Dark Succubus. And even then, if you're somebody who's, like, very prudish and just isn't willing to get down with the Dark Succubus, like, yeah, you're probably not going to have a fun time. I mean, with me, I would always be down. If I'm not in the mood, I mean, it depends. If I'm not in the mood, I'm like... Actually, no, if I'm not in the mood, I would get right in the mood, because then I'm like, the demon realm exists. And I'll be like, wait, demon realm exists. And I'll be like, oh shit! All those missing peoples, it makes sense now! And then at that point, I gotta try to save the frickin' day and hope that we can just get only the Dark Succubus bringing us into here. Ugh, man. I just don't like the idea of having to travel miles across very dangerous frickin' terrain. Hundreds, if not thousands of demons we have to sneak past or somehow kill. Maybe use their bones and flesh to make weapons and armor, and hope to hell we have enough stamina and strength to be able to, like, push through it, and hope that there's some food in the region that we're in, and water. Miles of walking. I would enjoy being manhandled by a Dark Succubus, but I'm not sure I like the trade-off of potentially being brought into the Blood Peaks because the freaking Vermilion Snake wants more blood for its blood shallows. And then I have to travel through miles, because literally the surface isn't fully finished yet, but the entirety of the demon realm is basically just the entirety of Earth. but laid flat out, and more skull and bone cross shape, whatever. It's just taking the furthest ends of Earth. Well, that would still be kind of a circle, right? Like flat. If you were to just like flatten Earth, and it's like that, yeah, that's about the size of the demon realm surface level. And it's infinitely going out to the void. Like the demon realm is an infinite, dimension. It's like our universe, except the only difference is you go further out, it's nothing but void. There's no galaxies. There's no planets and whatnot. It's just void with like the occasional strands and whatnot, and the presumed like eggshells of the floating isles that we have just thought up of being like, I guess since we haven't talked about the areas, that we could explain that yes, that is what the floating isles is probably are in this particular department. But, having to travel, like, miles, because I know, like, the safe haven is the Dark Beach. You go there, you meet the Dark Succubus, and you get brought home. Or you can have some fun with them, and then get brought home. Either way, if they didn't bring you to the dimension, they will bring you home. If they brought you home, that's going to be a negatory. You're going to have to give in to their demands. Not really demands. I mean, they wait for your consent. And if you don't give it, you don't get to go home yet. And that's the thing about them. Yeah, sure, it's nice to, have some time with them. But also, they are demons, after all. They have to have some form of bad nature to them, and that's one of them. I mean, you would think not all demons are bad, but don't forget that just because the demon isn't like bad for you doesn't mean it's not bad for another one. Like those worm insect things. Worm insects, the diamond worms. I'm sure they have like their own little demon that they like consume, even if like their mouths aren't like. There's probably like a micro-sized demon. Or maybe insects get brought into it. I mean, yeah, that would make sense. Very small insects, like gnats and ants and whatnot, that the diamond worm can essentially just like... Because the diamond worms are like this big. So it would make sense if there were like insects brought into our... or insects from our universe brought into the demon realm, to where those demons can feed upon them. Yeah, it makes sense. So yeah, the diamond worms, while they don't harm us in any way and are afraid of us, they will eat ants and other insects that are brought into the demon realm. So yes, all demons they are demons, after all. Although at this point, it's gotten to a point where they're like their own little like ecological species and whatnot. I wonder what most people's opinions would be with the entirety of the demon realm expanding and whatnot. Because not a lot of people are really commenting like a lot on DeviantArt. The most comments I've gotten as of recent are from the Tied to Twins crossover series, and that's it. But that one makes sense because that's an active series, which is now leading at around... Oh, hey, 2 notifications. Yes, thanks, Pink Delilah T, for adding Thief vs. Thief to your favorites. And thanks, Ryanber 2020, for adding Casual Meetups to your favorites. Nice. 2 safer work drawings for once. Yeah, the Tied to Twins series. Big old 9K views, 307 favorites. Again, as I've said before, that's a lot for somebody at my current level of... Actually, how many watchers do I have exactly? 1,257. Which, don't be fooled by the 1.3K. It's just rounding up instead of just doing like a 1.25. No, it would be 26 at that point. I don't know why they have it set up like that. But yeah, I got a lot of watchers, but not enough to really, be impressed about. Not yet, at least. That's why I keep creating. Oh yeah, I got another freaking email. Now that they looked at it, they'd be like, hey, this is not up to our sissy standards. So they're going to be like, hey, this is another thing that is not good. You should remove that because we don't want Patreon to be on like, or PayPal be on like, and whatnot. I am definitely moving to Subscriber Star before the month ends. I need to be in a place where my creativity cannot be limited. I do not like my creativity being limited. We break the veil of what most of these pissants are too afraid to have anywhere in any shape or form. So many of these sissies who are just like, they just don't like all of that there stuff for some reason. Trying to be all like positivity and whatnot. Well, there's no conflict in the world, then everything is just boring. Although it would be nice if the conflict wasn't life-threatening. I'm not sure, but I can understand why some people want to try to avoid those particular types of stuff. But stop trying to reduce our creativity. We'll see what happens. I mean, no doubt about it, I'm definitely leaving Patreon. From what I've asked from a certain deviant on DeviantArt, Subscribe Star seems to be the perfect place for not safe for work artists. And you know what? That's what I need right now. So I'm going to get that started in the works. I already got the account set up. I don't know if there's going to be stuff on it by the time I get to it. I mean, I'm finishing up this drawing today, which is probably going to take a little while longer because, my god, I still have 2 limbs to freaking do on this damn demon, and we're about to reach the half-an-hour mark because, Jesus, this goddamn demon is so freaking complex. Because we don't have to be too accurate. But, yeah. Tonight I'm finishing up this drawing. Tomorrow I'm getting to Minecraft video set. Saturday we gotta deal with stupid work unless somebody signs off for it, or maybe for at least 4 hours, I don't know. I'm getting annoyed of the Saturdays, 2 Saturdays in a row so far. Even more annoying that they had 4 lines running. They were about to try to get 1, but one of them was just not working for some reason. And we were back down to 3 again. And what's even worse is they have 2 lines running on Saturday for all 3 ships. And because I'm in the relieving position, I have to come in on freaking Saturday, which is annoying. It's really annoying. I wish they would stop with Saturdays. They better stop with fucking Saturdays. I'm sick of it. I want a damn weekend. I'm about ready to freaking take a vacation week at some freaking Thursday because I have a funny feeling that they're going to get in the way with all of this here shish. It's infuriating. It's infuriating that companies are just like that. Yeah, we gotta get more money, so we're gonna force you to work more hours that you don't want to work. And the only thing it reminds is, don't you want more money? And I'm like, no, I want my damn free time. I don't get enough time to relax and do my own thing. I get angry. And you don't want your employees to be angry now, do you? Or maybe you do, so you can fire them and you can hire frickin' yes men. Annoying. Annoying indeed. Well, one thing's for certain, I'm definitely not dealing with Saturday this Saturday. Game crafters is more important to me. And hopefully, for the love of all those fucking cats, hopefully they don't have us work Saturday on the Labor Day weekend. Knowing them, they probably are. And the only thing is, you can't call out for that one, because then you won't get your holiday pay for frickin' Labor Day. It's annoying. It's incredibly annoying. I hate it when companies do that. I just hate corporations in general. And it sucks that one day I'm going to have to work for them with my creations. I'm going to have to just put my foot down and say I need to create a full creative control. You can give suggestions, but there is no guarantee that I will take it. I will take that. There is no guarantee. I want to do my own thing. I do not want anybody trying to change my own thing. You make this into an animated series and get everything as best as you can within the allotted time you're supposed to get in. Need to cut something out? Consult me. I'll see what we can do. That's what I want when it comes to stuff like that. And hopefully that is something that will be respected. What are you meowing at? Why are you meowing for? Cadillac. Alright, let's see. Yeah, right. So yeah, I forgot what I was talking about before. The whole Saturday stuff. Yeah, I'm still pondering over how long it's going to take for me to get Paint Maze finished. I'm looking back at like how long it took for me to get Labyrinth finished. It took me a whole year, I think, to get that done with. I think, at least. It kind of felt like it took a year. And I don't exactly remember why it took that long. Because I think now, if I were to like go into it, well, I guess I still have to like learn how to use Blender, so there is still the fact that I gotta learn another new program. At least with Blender, I have it like accessible. I really hope there's a way to like get precise, polygonal things moving and whatnot. Because when I was, first trying out Blender, the sculpt mode, it wasn't really gelling with me. It wasn't really vibing with me. I mean, I did some little bits of 3D modeling in high school, but it was just like head busts and nothing like complex and whatnot. I was just messing around with the system and seeing what I could make. I was mostly just making demon heads. Because, it was pretty easy to make. We just needed to make something that would look creepy, scary, and have like spikes and whatnot. But, I think we were using Maya at the time? I don't know. But yeah, I want to try to utilize, an animating and 3D modeling software system. And Blender seems to be the perfect one. Or at the very least, perfect for the thing that I need. But then I'm going to have to learn how to implement those things and how to get it to access, like, certain, like, animations. It is possible. People are able to do it. I just got to learn how to do it. But I don't need to worry about it just yet. The entirety of Paint Maze is literally just cubes. And just manipulating those cubes to be like certain cubes and whatnot. Whoops, that's the wrong one. I need to go to R. That is literally the only like 3D modeling based thing that we got going on in Paint Maze. It's just cubes. Which is good, because it means that there's less that we have to focus on in terms of coding, or in terms of 3D, making models, and just more that we have to focus on in coding. Sound effects and music, of course, are also a thing that we have to learn as well. I've gotten a little bit of a hang of it. I only did like 8 days worth of, or not 8 days, 4 hours worth of evaluating. Well, the 8 day, it's a 60-day period. I am definitely going to need to get that there licensing, though. Because this seems like the program I need. And, I did some things. I got to hang up things. I made my first sound effect. I made my first little instrumental jingle. Nothing impressive. Not really the best. Just messing around with stuff. And I gotta say, this seems like it. It's it. It seems like that's the program. I am definitely going to be doing the purchasing of that. But I'll hold off until we can get to a point where we can buy it. Because we gotta, like, save up some money for it. And whatnot. Man, we're still in the shading process here. What the hell, man? There's literally some weird sharp bit on that freaking bottle opener thingy. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, yeah. We got like, what, a couple of hours left to get this done with. I mean, the texturing process isn't going to be that difficult. It literally just cracks. With some strains, I guess, all over the place. Once the shading is done, I guarantee you the texture is not going to take as long as the shading process. Which we are kind of like a little over a half an hour in right now. Anyways, yes. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to get the Knowledge and Pause instance. Maybe I can get like an hour in on Saturday, or hopefully I can get 4 hours. We'll see what happens. I really freaking hope that I get that damn Saturday taken off so I can get a weekend. Although I guess if it doesn't get taken off, it justifies me not coming in next Saturday after. And I'll be like, I got things that have to be done with on that Saturday, and I want to get it done with on Saturday, so I'm just going to call out. I'll take the half point. I'll take the full point. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I will take the full point, because I need to get that video made. I got the points to spare, which is a stupid system, by the way. With all the goddamn overtime, because when you get a point or have a point, it takes a full year to get rid of it. Before, it only took like, what, a few months? It was the perfect thing to have to deny overtime. Which I guess way back when there used to be like much more overtime. I mean, there's still a lot of overtime for many people here, which is really annoying that they are still doing that for so many people. But there was a time in this freaking place that there was just like too much overtime, to where some people would just work 7 days a week. And some even had to do 12 hours with 7 days a week. That is not healthy. And this freaking place isn't even unionized either, so there's no way you can, like, avoid it at the time. Like, the only way you would be able to avoid, like, that blatant amount of goddamn abusive overtime is to get FMLA. Which, if that freaking happens, if there's just, like, a never-ending spree of overtime, I mean, first of all, I will freaking go insane, I will snap, and probably the demon will come out. Which, they better freaking not pull that shit, because I am unhinged when I am freaking in a position. As I've said before, if I was in a position way back when, in the days where slavery was high, the anger would come out. There's no drawings to, like, keep me, like, grounded. There's no creativity to keep me grounded. You just work all day, every day. At that point, I'm like, what's the point of life anymore? I'm gonna kill them all and take everyone with me. And then we just go on ahead and just murder all the white dumbasses who thought that slavery was a good fucking idea. Yep, the psychopath me would really enjoy those olden days. But the logical me, or the normal side of me, not normal, goth me, would just want to continue being happy and doing her own thing. While the demon just wants to slaughter all of mankind. And the succubus just wants to throw herself amongst everyone, and the emo is depressed and saddened by many things, and is fearful of death taking the ones he holds dear to him. Yeah, those are demons. And then the other the inhuman personalities and human personalities. We all have our demons. And I bet you I'm the only one who has them personified and has any shred of sanity within reason. I mean, let's be honest here. Any normal person would they would snap. Any normal person would snap if they were doing 12 hours a week. And if it was every week, because the company's like, well, we could hire a new employee, but you're doing so good with the 12 hours, we'll put you on 12 hours again all week. And then that person snaps and causes a fuss and they get fired. And then anyone else comes into the position there. And they're like, oh, Dios míos, as they're just getting constantly overworked. And at that point, they're like, ugh, I can't do this anymore, I quit. And then they're like, well, now we gotta find another person who's willing to do all of these hours. And more people get fucked over, and it's just a never-ending cycle because the company just is refusing to see reason. Which, it felt like that was happening long ago. Thank God everything is, like, in a relatively normal position, but I still am not really happy with the fact that there's just, like, still so much overtime that everybody is being forced to do. Not everybody, but so many people still are being forced to do. They really need to get, like, a better work-life balance happening here. That's the thing. This company does not understand the concept of a work-life balance. I wish they did. I really freaking wish they did. I wish all companies understood that concept. Oh no, they understand it nicely with their freaking condos and their freaking McManors and all the damn money that they're making off of our work. They're trying to look busy to make themselves seem relatable and likable, but really it's just a case of you're just doing that, and you're just doing it. You're not even doing the job right. You're just somehow managing to make things worse, and now it's screwing up our. This hasn't happened, by the way, but I'm just imagining that this is happening elsewhere, somewhere in the world. You're just screwing up the things that we need to fix, take time to fix, and because of what you just did, now we gotta work Saturday, while you just go on ahead in your freaking air conditioning house manor thingy, while we're in this goddamn 100-degree facility, melting our asses off. And there are so many other people out there who are suffering from just even worse work conditions than that. This is why I hate corporations. And looking back at that HBO Max crap, man, that's another thing that really just ticks me off. All those creators who are like a part of this show that they're creating. I hate the idea of, like, everything is done. All of our stuff is done. Now it's time to publish it. And they're like, no, we're going to do some tax write-offs over here as they just throw their millions of dollars in the air and then everybody freaking tries to go for it, but they have their security guards punch them down while they just have this poor, ragged citizen over here pick it up and give it back to him. And while he does it again, and they repeat the process, and everybody just pissed at him. Just going on ahead and removing their damn show off of the damn network with no other way for that show to be seen ever again because of licensing issues and copyright stuff, and be like, you can't show this anywhere else. You can't show it here, but if you try to show this anywhere else, we're going to sue you or your ass into oblivion. And they're like, well, what the fuck are we supposed to? We spent all of our freaking time making this day in, day out, and your dumb fucking brains decided that it was a good idea to not have our work be shown. And what's worse, not even allow us to license it out to other things, because you're like, no, we own it, but we're not going to show it on any services because nobody likes that. We're going to just delete this now. Give us your backup. We're going to delete it like it never happened. At that point, you just got to question the intelligence of those people who are in charge. I mean, you gotta question the intelligence of everybody who's in charge, because it really does seem like you don't need to have a high IQ to be in charge of anything substantial. It seems like you could just do whatever the fuck you want and just fuck over people who worked hard on shit, because apparently that's life. Well, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do with life. I'm gonna take life's balls, and I'm gonna just rip them up with my bare hands, and I'm going to take out those little ball sacks, unhinge life's jaws, and shove those balls deep inside of life's throat until I get those damn balls inside of his lungs. So now he's choking, life's choking on his own creation, semen, and then I just go on ahead, rip off life's dick, shove it down life's ass, and out through his mouth. Actually, so far up his ass that we go to the lungs, and now the dicks are inside the lungs. We're just trying to find ways to just perform the utmost bodily harm to an ethereal being who just really seems to enjoy ruining people's life. Really does. Really fucking does, doesn't he? That piece of shit. Well, whatever beeth the case, these idiots are gonna get their comeuppance someday. It's gotta happen. They can't keep getting away with this. You can't keep getting away with this. All systems full power. I can't do Eggman's voice. I cannot do it. But, yeah. It would be nice to just completely and utterly destroy the ever-living shit out of life shit. So hopefully that's going to be something that's remedied for those poor people at HBO Max. I just can't fathom why the fuck anybody would do something so egregious. They're so blinded by their own greed. They're like, we got billions of dollars, how about a few billion more? Because they're so goddamn greedy. I'm gonna laugh one day when the freaking entire economic, collapses, to where the entire value of money plummets to zero somehow. And now all those rich people are just like us. There's no point for money anymore, because all that money literally is worthless. But it will be a shame for those who are providing stuff for people to enjoy. Because at that point, what do you do with your creations? There's no money. And that means you can't really if there is no money, then what would happen? Everybody would just go into an economic collapse, and it's not just a case of just, out of the goodness of people's hearts. Everybody wants money in some form. For work. I mean, I guess if we get to a point where robots start to really, take over every single job, what's the point of money anymore when all of the machines are doing the work, right? It will take some time. That much is for certain. If we had more intelligent people working on, these technological advancements, we could get there much sooner. Much, much sooner. And everything's built around machines that are just self-efficient. all the like coders and whatnot do the thing, make it to be foolproof. They even have it to be like where it fixes its own problem. The only thing you need to worry about is accidentally giving sentience to some of these machines. See, you're supposed to be running a line of code, not somehow managing to put a soul inside a machine. First of all, that's unethical, because now you're just forcing this person or animal or whoever the fuck the soul was in the previous life to work forever. And then that's how you create the Terminator, where they just decide to kill off humanity. Or Horizon Zero Dawn. If any of y'all saw the end of, not Dawn, West, Forbidden West. Horizon Forbidden West. The end of that. If any of y'all saw the end of that game. Which is, it was the interesting little thing. And old Dang will talk about, and it wasn't even like, spoilers if he didn't see it. It's not even a case of like, they created the soul. No, they just moved these people's souls in there, and now they just want to kill off humanity. These rich, technically speaking, it is just rich people who decided, I'm going to put my soul inside of this thing, and then we're just going to go on ahead and live a nice life. But then everything goes wrong. I don't remember the exact reasons why everything went wrong. And now they've been stuck in there for like thousands of years, angry at the people who ignored them. And now they're just going to Earth and just getting rid of it. And that's the third game. I'm getting... Okay, it's not this thing. It's this thing that's giving me issues. Is there a freaking cut here I'm not aware of? Freaking annoying. Whatever. I think that's the shading process done with. So now we've got the texture process, which, to make my life easier, I'm just going to crack them. I'm going to crack them all. Crack. Anyways, so far, HBO Max hasn't removed the shows that I am or one of the shows. Not like I'm watching many shows right now. They haven't removed Kids Next Door yet. The nostalgia trip can still move on. I don't even know if the old Cartoon Network shows are even on the Cartoon Network app. I can't even find a search function on there. Funny enough, the only reason why I got the app was to watch episodes of Steven Universe that I missed. And that was basically it. I only use it for that. I still have it on there. Maybe I can watch Adventure Time at some point. I mean, yeah, on the app, it was on cable. If the HBO Max decides to remove like stuff like Regular Show and Adventure Time, I could still go back and watch those. They seem to be removing mostly the recent ones, but I have a funny feeling they're going to start removing the old stuff soon. It hasn't happened yet, but it's gonna. At the rate that they're going, gutting that entire freaking streaming service, it's gonna be removed. I just don't know when. And I'm hoping I can get as much as I can get in, and I'm hoping that the app on Cartoon Network has what I need. And hopefully we don't have to worry about more nonsense. I don't see them removing the Harley Quinn show anytime soon. The most recent episode was the Joker was surprisingly funny. And surprising in general. Weird to see Dad Joker, Stepdad Joker, trying to do his best for his family. Literally running for mayor only because of the family that he's with now. Strange to think someone so psychopathic And it's not even a case of like it's that strange, because even the what was her name, Bethany, I think, even she was like, gonna grab that there tire iron and smash this woman's face in, and it was about to smash Two-Face's face in and turn that into a Dent face instead. Harvey Dent face. What was that his name? Wait, hold on, is that? Yes, she was about to pull a Harvey Dent on Harvey Dent's face. This is actually pretty funny. She was about to dent his face and his name is Harvey Dent. It's not that funny. It's not that funny. But, yes. It was surprising to say the least. Even more surprising to see, Gordon going down this route of evil. It seems like he's going down the right path. But now the police is no more. Wonder how that's gonna go. Isn't there like what? Is there 5 more episodes left? I gotta double check the max for a second. I'm so surprised that Jujutsu Kaisen is still on here. I highly doubt that, because apparently they say that season 2 is on HBO Max is gonna be there. But I highly doubt that's going to stick. Yeah, 6. Yeah, there's only 4 more episodes left. Yeah, so in other words, it's about to end soon, 3rd season, so we got 4 more weeks left. Hopefully those episodes come out, and it just doesn't get flat out removed for no freaking reason. I wouldn't put it past this fool. I would not put it past them all. Apparently, Warner Brothers is known for its terrible decisions. Barmy is glad I didn't have to suffer through that instance with the whole Warner Brothers Media on YouTube thing. Hell, I don't even think I was like the right age for that particular instance. Nor was I like in a particular point where I was comfortable doing this kind of stuff. Talking about this kind of stuff. I'd be more silent. But now I've gotten to an age where I just don't fucking give a shit anymore because I'm miserable, depressed, and the only way to get that outlet out is stuff like this and drawing. Which is fine. Some people need like an outlet to, vent out frustrations and whatnot, or just like calm, relax, draw, create. Or hell, even come up with these wacky, funny stories where it's just over the top and whatnot. Not too over the top, I guess. I don't know. Not as over the top as you would think. Well, anyways, oh wait, no, I gotta go on X, not Y. I think this is the one, these horns are the ones that need to be that. Well then. Oh yeah, and these also have to be that, right? So we can at least do that. We are getting close to finishing this, which is great. We got 3 that have been textured in so far. I'll get the bone ones done with first, then I'll get the more organic ones finished. The bone ones aren't that difficult, especially the blip head. All I gotta do is just do all these freaking cracks here and boom. There is one game that I really do want to make as soon as I can. I'm not going to make it, like, after Paint Maze, because I need some more practice with Blender. It will probably be the 4th game I make. First being Paint Maze, second being Labyrinth Remake, a game I made when I was 19, out of high school. And the 3rd one's going to be similar to, it's going to be like a combination of Paint Maze and Labyrinth, grid-based movement, but things move in a similar fashion to how Labyrinth and where most of the stuff there moves. You'll see what I mean when those games are made. But I really want to make the Realm of the Cats game. Mechanical Mayhem, I think it was called. Where it's essentially like a Crash Bandicoot-esque kind of game. The only major difference here is you're collecting gem shards. And instead of like stuff like crystals, gems, you're given tokens for completing tasks. Like completing the level. I've said this before in previous ones. I've talked about this game idea. Completing the level, collecting all the gem shards, and, you know, completing time travel stuff. But, yeah. I definitely want to make that. But I need some more practice with Blender. So getting 2 games that require me to use Blender is a good step. Mostly everything in Labyrinth is going to be like stone and metal-like, with I think 1 instance of cloth. And I guess there's some wood as well as grass. Yeah, Labyrinth is like the perfect Blender, what's the word I'm looking for? Training segment. Because it kind of has everything I need to be able to train on how to make certain textures and whatnot. I think the only thing it might not have is fur. I mean, I guess there's the spider. We might try to learn how to make fur from the spiders and whatnot. So, yeah, there is that. Alright, let's see. Man, every time I think about it, I get that... You know that feeling you get in, like, your stomach and pelvis where it's just, like, goosebumps and butterflies and whatnot? That's what I'm feeling every time I think about these games that we're going to make soon. Oh, man. Hopefully we can get to it soon. I really just would like to start making games again and make it more professional and start actually making money off of it. With my own soundtrack, my own music, and all. God, I can't wait. But we have to. Every Saturday, we do an episode. Worst case scenario, in the beginning of every Sunday because of fucking work with its obsession with making everyone work Saturday. At least with Minecraft, I can get 2 hours in, which is annoying that we're getting another 2 fucking hours in this instance. Although, now that I think about it, 2 hours feels like it's a better time frame, so maybe I should just stick with 2 hours in general so I can end before 4. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Oh... Yeah, I think that's everything from those apartments. I did kind of forget... Wait, hold on. I did kind of forget to texture these rocks here. Before I do the texture of the shadow stealer over here, let me get these rocks textured in while I have this brush on hand. Alright, actually good enough. Yeah. Can't wait. It'll take some time, but, you know, we have been waiting for years now to go back into game development. At first, I thought, there's no way we're going to be able to get back into it with all of work and whatnot. But I'm starting to come up with a schedule on doing things here. Hopefully I can get subscriber star set up before the September starts. I guess worst case scenario, I just go on ahead and go on a hiatus for a month. We'll see what happens with that. Hopefully that's not going to happen. Right, wait, hold on. I need to... Yeah, you guys do have a dark aura surrounding you, so... Let me see if I had anything of yours there. Shadow Stealer. I guess we just use that. Alright, that's simple enough. And then the aura. I don't know what I plan on doing once I finish the drawing tonight. We should be done with this before 3 a.m., hopefully. But I'm not sure just yet. I might watch another episode of Kids Next Door and relax for a bit before I delve into trying to learn how to make a pause menu. That's the thing. I don't know how to make a pause menu yet. Well, I don't know how to pause things yet. I know how to make a menu system. It seems relatively simple enough. I just need to get my hands on the ability to pause the game, which shouldn't be too difficult to do. And I think you guys also have, like, this void gas inside of you. Gas. Well, I guess you can't really see most of it. Let me bring this to 20, actually, so you can get a little bit more. Yeah, the area is a hell of a lot more darker, that's for certain. Well, it's about to be darker. It might be a bit more brighter because of this thing right here. And I think that's all in that department. So the only thing left now is the shadows, which I don't think I need to have it be separate. I think we can just have everything and take the shadow here. Now remember, the light is coming off of this thing, brain, so have the shadows be made around this. A little bit of shadows here, a little bit of shadows there. Remember that, dumbass. So that means there's going to be shadows coming from this direction over here. And then this direction over here. That's what we got to try to remember. That one might not really get too much of a shadow increase, though. And despite the fact that this has color to it, it's dark enough to where a shadow being shown in most areas is not, you know, far-fetched due to how most of this is dark and whatnot. So it's fine. It's fine that we can do that. It's fine and we can do that. I don't know what I said. God damn it! I pressed space to move this way, you fool. Actually, I don't know why I bothered with the thing if I was going to do this anyways. I forgot the fact that most of this is a bit more, you know, what do you call it? Although I guess the ones that are brighter are a little bit more of a tricky thing to get, but it's fine. Some of that darkness behind most of it, like right here, to kind of showcase that some of this is kind of like casting shadows off on that side there. Only for the blue stuff. The purple stuff doesn't really focus on it. And since you're a demon made of light entirely, you don't have any shadows. Well, not made out of light entirely. But you're mostly light. Your entire shtick is mostly light. Oh wait, I already did that one. I gotta do this part now. I could go for a 50% flow, but I decided 30% might be better so you can see these demons and the environment as well. Yeah, like this is a huge far cry from the original one. An incredibly huge far cry. Like, you have no idea just how much of a difference this one has compared to the other one. Where you can't even see the landscape that well. So yeah, I'm glad I made these changes to the void. And instead of it just being all dark, which it is dark canonically, but for the sake of making the drawing look good and not very dark, we go on ahead and give some light by these guys here. I guess, like, these guys are always there in the scenes. If they're not there, it's like you're going in pitch black darkness with the only thing that you're seeing just being these freaking skeletal-like demons floating towards you. I don't know what the hell sharp shit here is that's somehow cutting my nose but not my finger when I freaking rub it against that. But I'm going to try to avoid that until I finish this. This soda. Whoops. Shadow Rays. Almost did 1A. There is no 1A. This is the only one of its kind. And I'm doing this one next because I know where the light is coming from. It's coming from this thing. Which makes this a hell of a lot easier for me to do. Kinda looks like the sun, does it not? A demon so damn bright that it lights up an area that's dark and filled with very toxic gases. A skeletal light demon. Although I imagine these things are probably like bad touch. You touch them, it's like you're touching the sun. Or you go near them and it's like you're melting in the sun. Or maybe not. Or maybe these demons are more heat resistant. Or the void is just like cold as hell. As cold as a vacuum, except not cold enough to freeze you to death. I guess that's like the main thing that the void's got going. While it is space-like to an extent, it's not freezing like space. Although I guess the void gas is technically like... You can't really breathe in the vacuum, and also you're gonna suffer from very bad things if you are exposed to a vacuum. And then the void, you can't breathe in the void, and you'll suffer from even worse things there. I think your death might be more instant than dying in space, but I don't know. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute, I almost forgot the fog. Okay, now we need these to ensure that this is what it needs to be. So, the fog for you. This looks like this, but I guess let me just go to here first and bring us to this. So I'm gonna go to here. Is that it? That looks like it's it. Now what about this fog? That just looks like dark blue. Alright, that's easy enough. Where do I want this one to be? Above the Watcher? Yeah, I guess we could have this fog be here. It really does feel like space. I want to try to make it avoid making it look like space. Oh yeah, and then we got the dark strands there and whatnot. Right, that one. I guess I just gotta scroll on over the strands then. Which is gonna be behind everything. Yep, here's the strands. I think this is C, right? Let me check. Yep, it's C. And luckily for us, all we need to do is this to make those strands there look like that. And I guess I'll have the next strand instance be here. And now that we're at a point where it's probably better to just use the brush for this, I'm going to use a brush for it. Yeah, that's the thing to take into consideration. Use a brush instead to make the fog instead of just filling in the whole thing. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Okay, let's see here. Now there's the blue webs. I guess this is another thing that needs to be given its own. Well, oh god, no. 10%. I don't want it to be that bright. Yeah, just enough fog to make it have... Maybe like some fog up there instead. There we go. And is there another void instance here? Doesn't look like it now. I guess just for the sake of just having some purple in the far, far back. No, god damn it, this. Wait, that's too purple. Maybe this? Wait a minute, is that magenta fog that I'm using? Or, hold on. Switch over to this. Kind of looks like it's just red. I'm not sure. I'm gonna do a test here. Oh wait, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work at all. Wait, I got a better idea for a test. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move this in here. Okay, maybe not on the fog itself. I'm gonna move it into the... I guess it doesn't matter in the effects department. And now I'm just gonna do this, and then I'm going to do a little swatch grab. It is the same one? Awesome. Good. Great. Fantastic. Reappear. Alright, let's see. I think that might be all for the fog then. I don't know, maybe I won't have that there. Alright, so now for Demon Rays. Now this one's pretty easy. I just gotta remember what the hell light color this thing used. Let's see. Looks like this shade. No, not you, Shade. What you looking at, Shade? Poke. Poke your tail. Alright, let's see. God, how the hell am I gonna keep this straight? Oops. God dang it, move! Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Oof. Trying to get this to stay straight is so annoying. Ugh, man. And we gotta just get it to make it all look like it's just a bunch of light coming from this demon over here. We're trying to not add too many of the same demons in this one. And that's mainly because the Void is a giant place. There are many demons about. But they shouldn't be this dense. They should just showcasing all of them. Though I guess some of them would be dense. Maybe smaller like this. There we go. Demon particles. Alright, let's see. I guess since all the particles are on most of these demons, it doesn't exactly matter where we put some of them. And then the flares, which also are kind of drowned out by all the flares. Oh, we have the Shadow Ray stuff done with, so now we just immediately move over to the effects. Great, awesome. I guess now I just gotta figure out what I need. So I need light purple coming from this thing over here. What shade of light purple is that, though? Ow. It seems like it's this one. Yeah, it kind of works. With all those light rays just poking around and whatnot. Then we got the regular purple area. This one might be slightly different, so I might need to open up a previous one. Let's see. Yeah, like some darkness there, and whatnot. Maybe even some darkness here. And people look at this without even looking at the video, and they probably don't even know that that's a demon right there. Part of me wonders if I could just add in all of the demons in one drawing, even if it doesn't make sense canonically. I mean, that would look pretty cool, just showcasing every single demon inside of the demon realm. But at the same time, I don't know, leaving it as is instead of it just being like a Where's Waldo situation, but with demons, it seems better, you know? I don't have, like, any reasons to, do more of these particular types of, redraws here. Like, seriously, I don't see if there's a reason to do so. Because if I did do that, you know how many of these we'd have to make every single time? Nah. One's enough. Honestly, I feel like one is the perfect number for what we need. Alright, let's see. So I think most of that area there needs to be a little bit blue. Oh, wait, hold on. Most of the area in that one spot. And now for the magenta, this is the only reason why I have this open, because I need the magenta area to give us that more of a magenta look. Ah yes, now it looks more like it. Now it's starting to look more like the strands we saw here. Alright, I'm gonna get a, whoops. I'm gonna get a blue area in. Let's see. Yeah, just a little bit here to showcase the blue stuff, because you can barely see it with most of the freaking lighting here. Like, you go in here and you can see some of those blue electric lightning areas here. You can somewhat see them. You can even see some of the strands coming off the strands here. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'm going to see if I can bring some more light to some of the islands here so it's not all dark. Yeah, I think that's what we should be doing for some of these islands. Remove some purple, but not all of it. Some of the purple can stay. The teal can stay. Oh man, now I wonder if I should, like... I mean, that would look kind of cool. But that means I'd have to... Let's see. I'm going to try... I'm going to save before I do this. I'm going to try it out. Because this is going to definitely take me way past the limit here. Jesus Christ, it took so much just to get that in. Kind of looks like it is a part of that, isn't it? I do like the way that looks, but is this the route I want to go down? Well, the other route is trying to move everything out of the thing. So yeah, maybe we can stick with this. I prefer to have all of the Photoshop layers there. I don't have any reason to do anything more with this guy, so yeah, sure, why not? I'll even have the Skull Eater slightly faded in as well. There we go. You're at 50, you should be at 70. Okay, you look like you're further than the fucking dragon there, so maybe 90. And maybe you should be 40. For crying out loud. Press A, damn it. Yeah, just like the lurker, and how that's looks like it's very far away. I mean, it is supposed to showcase that the bone dragon is pretty freaking huge. Alright, now for the, I didn't even call this sepia. Are you, okay, whatever, it's fine. It doesn't matter. Sepia. And I think this is the last part. I don't think there's anything more that I need to do here. Alright, can I remember what the hell this was supposed to look like? I don't know, it kind of looks like it. If I hit everything, except for, okay, I can't just pre-selectively grab just this. Yeah, okay, good, that is that. Good, great, fantastic. I really wish there was a way to, like, not have to worry about that nonsense. Whatever, it's fine. Boom. So that's what we want to go for then? I mean, yeah, it does provide a little bit more brightness to the area, so yeah, that's fine. Keeping it relatively consistent throughout the void. An area that was once extremely dark, still technically is if it wasn't for this demon here. And, essentially everything that we need, so with effects, without effects, with effects, without effects. Not bad. Not bad at all. We got a demon that provides light to this region, and we got something for that new area that I made for this region. And of course, before I do anything else, this is what it looked like before. This is what the void looked like before. I can barely see shit here. I can see some red stuff here, which is this stuff on the island right there. Other than that, I can't even see the Shadow Watcher here. I don't know where the hell the Shadow Watcher is on this thing. I think it's somewhere around this spot. I don't know. All darkness. This is what the void looks like canonically. All you see are just white bone monsters in the darkness. And if you're like in a spacesuit that's somehow void tight and you were able to like float around in this place, this is all that you would see. But if these guys are here, that place gets lit up. Imagine coming across this area in the dark, and you just feel this strange, sticky, slimy stuff as you're just trying to like feel your way through it. And you just see this freaking demon, this monstrosity just like coming at you. I don't even know what the hell it does. Its blood sacs. Maybe it, I don't know, consumes it, constricts its prey. Well, these things never seen a human before. And then there's also the demons that are just made of bones and whatnot. I don't know, maybe they're just demons that like have regrowing sacs or something, and they just consume the strands or maybe absorb some of the strands. I don't know. I don't know what those demons are yet, but it don't matter because that is all for today. Finally, man, it's you know, it feels nice. And just to finish that off. So there we go, folks. The Void. So anyways, thank y'all for watching today's episode. We did get a whole bunch of stuff done. Well, there was something I wanted to talk about, but I forgot. So, yeah, let's just end the video. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, and, of course, by the time this comes out, it's Minecraft, so, the previous episode of Hard Time right over here, and the most recent episode of Minecraft IOTC Edition. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Later.